Hello and welcome back. Oh, okay, this is the first time I'm streaming this. I don't know if there's gonna be a thing. Might be a thing, but like a time to time thing. But I just felt like playing this. I never played this before, and I kept getting recommendations on YouTube. I mean, I watched Seth's review of it years back, but I didn't think too much about it. But for some reason, I've been getting a lot of YouTube recommendations, and it's just autoplayed, and I felt like, I'm playing this game. So, I don't know, man. I just bought it this morning. I don't know why. Anyway, let's get started, I guess. Oh, for the love of... She's still asleep. Does she really not understand how important today is? Apple. Can't eat another bite. But I can always find room for yummy candy. Merble. What is it? Oh dear, Ohio. No, we do not have time for Ohio. What is it, Recette? Are you planning on spending the rest of your life dreaming of sweets? Today's the day we set for opening the store. We did? Oh yeah, we did. Malade of all... Why did she cuss in French? Anyway, listen, go wash your face and make yourself presentable. And then join me downstairs in the storefront. Okay, I'll be right down. Hey, sorry I kept you waiting. Kept you waiting, huh? Okay, Tear, let's open the shop right now. Capitalism, how? Patience, Recette. It is a virtue you will need. We need to take care of a few things before we officially open officially. Huh? Like what? No. Well, I somehow doubt that a store without anything to sell is going to attract all that much business. Yeah, we don't have anything to sell. Dosaru. To start with, we need to establish a stock of items for the store. If we have nothing to sell, we cannot claim to be much of a shop. Tashikani. So, where should we go to get stocked up? The best way, I think, would be to visit either the town market or the Merchants Guild. The Merchants Guild. We need to give our regards to the head of the guild regardless, so that should probably be our first stop. Oh, that's the place run by that old guy, right? The guild operates as a wholesaler for local merchants, so if we stop by, we can purchase an initial stock. It would not hurt to give our polite regards to the guild chief either. Especially, the guild is the organization that allows us to operate here in the first place. Okay, got it. Then let's go right now. Wakata, basically. She already said it anyway. When you want to leave the shop, head to the front door, currently located in the upper right-hand corner of the store. Oh, but I wanted to lead through the window like an action hero. To eternity and... Reset! Hi. Alright. Change button. Holy shit. Touch soul. What happens if we go elsewhere? Oh. Alright. We're not allowed to do any of that. Hmm? A girl and a fairy. You two are... Ah, yes, you're Recette and that loan shark. Well, that is not, well, an incorrect assessment. Could I ask you to refrain from calling me a loan shark?
そうだよ。
So they are. She and I are partners. Don't be mean. Ah, Yurase. Partners it is. So, how are the preparations for running that shop coming along? Quite well, thank you. In fact, we plan on opening today, so we stopped by in order to show our gratitude for your help. Ah, very good. You two know what's what. If you have any problems, let me know. I'll be glad to help. We appreciate your kindness. Thank you. No. We appreciate your kindness. Thank you very much. Not a problem. So, you came straight here to pick up some merchandise, right? Well, up to the counter then. Let's get you two sorted.
ちょっといいですか?
This is our first time stocking up. Our funds are limited, so do not go completely overboard. I recommend purchasing no more than 10 items.
わかった.
Let's talk. What is the guild? Right, so a guild is essentially a group of people in the same kind of business who cooperate with one another. Since the prices on items can vary from store to store, it's hard to do business if there isn't a base price between them, right? That's what the Merchants Guild is for. We manage wholesaling and keep prices stable throughout the city. That's why we require that everyone who wants to do business around here register with the guild. Don't worry, your store, Recettear, is already in the books. It ain't all just paperwork and red tape, though. Now that you're a member, you can pick up stock for your shop here, and you can get access to a few other benefits too. We're here to help, so feel free to make use of us, okay? What can I do here? Here at the guild, you'll always be able to get goods for a set price. Most of what we can get our hands on is practical stuff though. Weapons, armor, clothes, adventuring necessities, and the like. The town's main market who we work with is where you can get things like foodstuffs, books, and other assorted knickknacks. The really flashy and rare stuff is a bit out of our league. If you're a mind to get your mitts on that kind of stuff, you'll have to go dungeon stomping yourself or buy it off a customer. Oh, we'll also buy up any excess stock you have. Mind, we buy low as a rule, so if you want to make an actual profit, you're better off selling to your customers. About merchant levels. Your merchant level is, well, your ability as a merchant. As it goes up, you'll figure out how to redecorate or even expand your store. Heck, you might even be able to convince me to let you have a look at some of our more premium items. How do you raise your level? Simple. Buy, sell, trade. This is an art, and you learn by doing. Okay, about the town. This city is getting a bit famous for old ruins and the like that litter the surrounding countryside, so we've been seeing a steady stream of adventuring types coming in for a while now. They're all here to try and strike it rich off undiscovered treasures in the wilds, hunting for what the fuck they call it? Well, I don't know what they see in chasing after oversized loot, but their presence has also brought a lot of new merchants to the city. I sure won't complain. Business has never been better. If you're looking for one, a few might be resting in the plaza. I bet most of them will take to the city's biggest pub though. It's never too hard to sell those wandering dice a little bit of liquid pleasure, even if I go in there for a little snip every now and then. The more people will probably hang around the city chapel. We do get a few like that now and then, on a pilgrimage or quest to find old holy relics. Praise to be seekers and all that, of course. You might check the Adventurers Guild proper too. They're in charge of making sure the expedition efforts aren't a total bedlam. They even succeed sometimes. What the hell does that mean? Now keep in mind that these places are only open at certain times. Tatoeba, that pub only opens in the evening. We're pretty much open all the time though. Wait, if you're always open, how do you find time to visit that pub? For that matter, when do you go home? Little Missy, if you had the kind of wife, you'd be at work or at the sauce at all hours too. Merida, forget I asked. If there's anything you don't know, just ask. Okay, we're back with that about unknown items. Now, if you go dungeon diving, you'll find a lot of stuff which you won't be able to identify at first. In particular, I'll bet my hat you'll find a lot of what's commonly called mystery ingredients by the adventurers, by the Bokensha. At first, you'll probably be tearing your hair out over all the junk you keep finding in those places, but as the merchant level goes up, you'll be able to sort out the stuff you find and pick the best materials and whatnot from the lot. Oh, if you manage to get out of those death traps safely, you'll have time to identify everything safely. That means you won't know what you're carrying until you leave though. Fusion. Once a few merchant levels are under your belt, you'll be able to fuse items here at the Guild Hall. There's quite a few items you can only get by using fusion, so I'd get real familiar with that furnace if I were you. Remember, what you put in affects what you get out of fusion. If you put in some materials of, say, +2 quality, then you'll get an item of similar quality as a result. Keep an eye on what you're fusing too. You don't want to waste a good materials on some mediocre thing you can just buy somewhere. Another thing to keep in mind, it can be real tempting to keep your best quality items to yourself for personal use. But your customers know quality goods when they see them, and you'll earn a lot of respect if you sell top shelf merchandise. There's a couple of stages to what you can pull off with fusion as you pick up some merchant levels, so experiment and be sure to come back here often to see what you can make. Never mind. Alright, let's buy some stuff. Alright, weapons. Let's get an assortment of stuff. Let's get the basics. Weapons. Why is a hat more expensive than a damn sword? Anyway, let's go. Right then, will that be all? Yep, this is perfect. We shall return when our stocks run low again. Aha, I'm looking forward to it. Here, a little something extra as a startup gift. Yay, walnut bread, thanks a bunch. Alright, little lady, giving her all. Capitalism? Ho! Well, Adam Smith would be proud of us at any rate. The invisible hand. Thanks, invisible hand. Alright, let's go back to the shop.
ここ重要ですよ。
Very well. It is time to give you a crash course of the basics of running an item shop. Okay, what do I do first?
そうですね。
First, we need to put some items on display. If we do not have our goods out for people to see, we can hardly expect the customers to buy them after all. So, I just need to get them near these counters. Just so. Once you know where you wish to place something, choose what you wish to place in that spot by pressing the primary button. Primary button? You won't understand when you try it. Trust me. Now remember, what you place will affect how people will perceive the store. So think carefully before you place something. Now then, to start off, why not line up what we purchased on one of the counters? Oi. Oh, we're home. おかえり。
何を置こうかな。何を置こうかな。何を置こうかな。何を置こうかな。何を置こうかな。ちょっといいですか。
Reset. May I speak with you for you a moment? ちょっといいですか? Sure, what is it? Those counters by the window. Items to place there are visible to anyone passing by on the street. By such putting eye-catching items, that sort of thing that makes you think, I want to buy this more than anything. On those counters is a core principle of running a shop like this. In a very real way, those counters are the face of the shop. So what is placed there greatly affects interest in our business. So choose what to place there very, very carefully. Wow, I never thought about it like that.
わかった。
Okay, I'll be careful.
どれにしようかな。えい。何を置こうかな。えい。どれにしようかな。えい。何がいいかな。えい。どれにしようかな。
No one buys food,
ど
right?
れにしようかな。
Alright, that should do for displaying our wares. Are you sure it doesn't look dumb?
そうですね。
Do not worry, everything looks good enough for a first attempt. Now I need to teach you how to actually sell things. Please go sit at the counter. Righto. Alright, time for capitalism. Well then, the items are in place. Now you need to learn how to actually sell things to people without embarrassing yourself. Okay-o. So to start with, I will lecture on the actual process of selling an items that we have displayed. Yes, Hakase. Hi, Hakase. If students do not listen, they do not get any credit. Right. Sate. When a customer enters, be sure to greet them with a big irashaimase. Irashaimase. Greeting a customer helps them to feel comfortable and relaxed. While in the store, their comfort is fundamental to our business. Remember that as we continue. Now, a typical customer will find an item that is once on our displays, and then they will come over to the counter to pay for it. Let me demonstrate. Could I get this, please? No, What they want will be in the target window. You will also be able to see the name in base price. Pay close attention to that base price. Also, if you press button 3, you can view the expanded information on the item in question. Consult the custom.exe program included with Recettear if you wish to check or alter your button configuration. Chotto, button 3, custom.exe. Focus, Brissette. Your life is hard enough to control as it is. Wakatta. Now then, next, you must decide what price you wish to offer. In general, you'll want to try and name a price higher than the base. Try naming a price if you will. Let's see. You will notice that the base price serves as your default. To raise or offer, press up. Press up. Okay. That's a lot. Yes, very good. This is how you adjust your offer. As might be obvious, if a customer is satisfied with your offer, it is a sale and you get a little bit of experience along with the money. If your price is too high, however, a customer can simply walk out. Learning to determine the proper price, there lies the challenge. Now, if a customer disagrees with the price, but not so much, then they will want to storm out. Then you can negotiate. Remember what I said about comfort earlier? This is the key here. Offer a price, but do not make it so outrageous that the customer feels you are not acting in good faith. So if they disagree but stay, offer a new price. Ideally, it will lower your offer a little and they will take it and give you a sale. Some customers may just be trying to step out a better price when they are really willing to pay your initial price, however. Whether or not you risk testing that possibility is up to you. How long can you keep having? Well, that depends on how regular customer the person in question is, As we are starting out, you will not be able to haggle for very long, but after customers begin to trust a little, you can haggle for a longer period of time. Well, time to put theory into practice. Okay. Irashaimase. Could I get this, please? Okay, I pick a price, right? It needs to be higher than the base price. Up button, Good. At this level, a customer will likely buy immediately. Alright then, now for the fine art of haggling. Theoretically, what you wish to do is lower your price slowly, but as I mentioned, there is a limit to how long you can haggle. The idea is to deduce the customer's desired price and go from there. You say deduce the desired price, but how do I? A large number of stores sell at about 30% over base price. It is not a hard and fast rule, but people will usually accept that price level. Usually. If you can manage to go over that, you will make a lot of money, but you do not want to risk driving away a customer. Right, then so as a customer, I am haggling. Could you make it a little bit cheaper? Okay, gotta make it cheaper, but not too cheap. There we are. Reducing the price to this level makes a sale likely. Well, that covers just about everything. Now let's put the entire lecture into practice all at once. If you can sell me an item, we will be ready for what lies ahead. Let us begin. Irashaimase. Welcome to Recettear. I would like this, please. Could you go a little lower, perhaps? Could you go a little lower, perhaps? Yes, an excellent price. Arigatou gozaimashita. Yay, I sold steel sword for 3,750 picks. Excellent. Let us do that one more time, just to be sure. Irashaimase. Welcome to Recettear. I would like this, please. Could you go a little lower, perhaps? Yes, an excellent price. Arigatou gozaimashita. Yeah, I sold steel sword for 3,770 picks. Lowered by 5 picks, I guess. Expertly done. If you ever wish to practice again, simply ask me anytime we are in the shop. And that is essentially how it goes. You are quite good for someone who has never done this before. Really? Honto? We still have a little bit of time left for today, so let us go ahead and open the store proper. If anyone comes in, simply handle them in the same way that we just practiced. Wow, are you sure it'll be okay? Do not worry. As the saying goes, salesmanship is more than an art than it is a science. You learn as you go. Now then, I will open us up. Go on and sit at the counter. Okie day. Irashaimase. That's really it. Alright, I can accept that. Thanks, please come again. Gee, Lee, I sold walnut bread. Omedetou. You did well. I sold stuff. Me, Recette. I sold stuff, like, to people. Recettear. Watashi. And ureshi. Or some shit. I did it, Tear. I did it. Papa, I did it.
こうして私たちのアイテム屋としての日々が始まりました。
Item, yeah. Okay, that's
そも
okay.
そもなぜ私たちがアイテム屋を始めることになったかというと、話は私とティアが出会った時に遡ります。
A Tale of a Fairy and a Girl. And how to run an item, yeah. Recettear. Let's see. Yep, the calendar says it's been 3 months since Papa left. Toll-san left. I don't get why he suddenly said, I'm gonna be a Yusha. Oh shit, you know what? This whole story is gonna remind me about like fucking... don't worry, we'll read tomorrow. And then took off without saying when he'd be back. I really hope he's okay. I'm getting lonely, sabi she. Well, I shouldn't worry too much about him. The best thing about him is how tough he is. He'll be okay. What? Papa wouldn't knock. Darika? Who is that? Who is that? Hi. Who is it? Huh? Dare no inai. Wait, what? At my feet?
こんばんは。
You're Mademoiselle Rosette Lemongrass. Why is your French? What do they mean by this? Miss Fairy. Pardon me, but I am the one asking questions. Again, you are Rosette Lemongrass? Hi. Recettear desu. My name is Tier. I am an agent of the Termi Finance Company. Finance Company? I'm here to collect payment on the loan paid out to your Oto-san. Here is the contract and my identification. No. Loan? Repayment? In plainer terms, I'm here to get our money back. If you're incapable of facilitating repayment, this house will be seized as collateral in order to repay the loan. Facilitating collateral? See, what? Demo. Toll-san. Toll-san isn't... He's not here, yes. I see that now. Monsieur Lemongrass disappeared following a fracas atop the local volcano, so you assume he might have returned here. Even if he has not, however, the contract covers this eventually. Covers this? Quite. As the sole remaining member of this household, we shall require that you pay his debts instead. But Dad, how am I supposed to? I barely have enough money to live by myself. Naturally, we are not demanding it be repaid. I'll be repaid at once. There is still a small amount of time before any payment is due. Therefore, am I gonna get sold up in parts to distant foreign lands to repay Papa's debts? I wonder if I can survive with only 2 internal organs. Holy shit! Maybe if I eat a lot of spinach, that can replace my blood and... but I don't want to be a sailor. What am I gonna do? Please listen to me for a moment. Actually, yeah, the Japanese does capture what she literally just said right now. I had no clue where you're getting these ludicrous ideas from, but I would never do such a thing. Quite the opposite, in fact. I was sent here to ensure that you wouldn't have to resort to such. well, absurd methods to pay us back. But what? I have been sent to support you to the fullest of my abilities so that you may repay the debt via labor. Eh? But I never worked a single day in my life. Experience has no bearing in this case. All that matters is whether or not you are willing to work. If you do not wish to work, then that is it. The house is terminus, and I will have to ask you to leave the premises. As the saying goes, those who do not work do not eat. So, Miss Lemongrass, which will it be? Shigoto or the house? I'll work then. Splendid. Demo? I don't even know what I could do. Actually, Chitsuya, I actually have an idea on that front. You are aware, of course, that this city is an adventuring hub. In addition, this house faces onto one of the main city lanes. Therefore, I propose converting the house into an item ya. Item ya? Hondo? Reset. Mademoiselle Lemongrass. I was only gone for a little while to do market research. Where could she have gone? I am being silly. Of course she fled. Why would she not? All I did was threaten to take away everything she ever knew and loved. Asking her to turn the house into an item shop was foolish. Even if it was to repay the debt, the poor girl must be terribly confused. And on top of that, her otosan is probably... Wait, outside? I'm surprised her house has a backyard, because, you know, this is supposedly like a house that faces the main street of the city. I'd expect that, like, she'd have like her backyard is another building or some shit. But I can see why the house can be used to repay some debts. Anyway. Yavis, it's done! Hey, Tier, look, it's done. Wait, is that? It's our shop sign, of course. Doesn't it look cool? You can't be a shop without one of these, you know? Yes, well, it is quite well made, however. I've always been good at making stuff. Be that as it may, while the shop is nice, Huh? Is there a problem? Well, the name. You're quite sure you have thought that through. Recettear. Well, we're Aibo, right? You said so. So put Recet and Tier together and get Recettear. Isn't that neat? Well, that is to say, the sentiment is commendable, but it's the two of us opening the shop, so the name should reflect that, right? You don't like it? Really, it is not that, but well, that is... Kimari. Recettear, ho! Recettear. Mispronounce it even slightly, and Recettear. Racket. This job is going to be even more absurdly difficult than I originally suspected, I fear.
突然やってきた小さなフェアリーさんは私の日常をちょっぴり刺激的なものにしてくれた。まったく。
How is it possible to sleep this much each day? How? Here. Let's do the very best we can.
大きなさい
Reset. Okinasai? What? How? Who's on first?
おはよ
Ohayo. Tier. The clock does not have a good morning hand. Reset. You are the proprietor for an item yacht now. You must learn to be responsible and not sleep the day away. Why in the name of heaven are you smiling so much? That smile you had while sleeping is just getting bigger. No reason. I just think I saw something nice in my dreams. Here, let's give it our all. Well, if you are really dedicated to making this work, wash yourself and meet me downstairs. Hi.
さあ仕事しますよ今日も頑張っていこう
So I have an item shop and stuff. It's all cool and awesome. So what do I do now? That is up to your judgment. If you sit at the counter, we can open immediately, or we can reorganize the shop, or we could even go search for new stock around town or elsewhere. Yikes! There's a ton of options. How do I choose? It is, as I said earlier, running a place like this is more of an art than it is something you can simply follow, a map through. Simply pick something, we will deal with what comes. Okay. Oh no, we have to have 10,000 bigs by the 8th. We're so fucked.
セーブします行ってきます
Try to sell first. Alright, let's try to sell stuff. I know.
どうしようかな開店ですいらっしゃいませ
Irashaimase.
いくらにしようかな
Alright. You can't just go here more.
いくらにしようかな
Okay. Alright, that's a good
あり
price.
がとうございました
Arigatou gozaimasu. Alright, we're selling.
What がいいかな何を置こうかなどれにしようかな何を置こうかな何がいいかな
Alright, let's put everything on the window.
何がいいかな何を置こうかな
Alright, let's try to open the shop again.
どうしようかな開店するよいらっしゃいませいくらにしようかないくらにしようかなありがとう
Okay,
ございました
20.
売れたよいらっしゃいませ
Alright, let's see. A sword? A dagger? What did she mean by that?
いくらにしようかなありがとうございました売れたよ
Why is his granddaughter buying a fucking knife, man? What did he mean by this?
何でしょうか
Plain, dark, light, gaudy.
行ってきます
It looks like nobody's here. It looks like nobody's here. It looks like nobody's here. Okay. Buy some swords. Doimo.
何がいいかな。えい。何がいいかな。えい。何がいいかな。えい。何を置こうかな。どうし
Try to sell again.
ようかな。開店です。いらっしゃいませ。いくらにしようかな。いくらにしようかな。ございました。売れたよ。
Let's try 125.
お疲れです。お疲れ様でした。
お疲れ。
こんなものでしょうね。普通です。
おはよう。
おはようございます。
普通。
ちょっといいですか？
Recette, may I have a moment, please? Sure, what's up? Concerning the debt, I have a suggestion concerning its repayment. You do? Paying it all back at once is wholly beyond your means, so I recommend smaller weekly payments to slowly chip away at it. Wholly beyond? You know, you never told me how big Papa's debt is exactly. That is because you would faint if you found out. For now, it's a secret. I'd faint? As the store begins to build up steam, you will increase payment size. The payment date nearest to the current date, along with the amount due, will be displayed on the calendar in the main menu. Be sure to check it regularly.
わかった。
Hey, I'll keep an eye on it.
どれにしようかな。どうしようかな。
お店開けますね。
いらっしゃいませ。いくらにしよう。
What does your daughter... anyway, granddaughter-in-law. Is it that
いくら
expensive?
にしようかな。
Okay, let's make it 120. Alright, that's a good
ご
price
ざ
then.
いました。売れたよ。何を置こうかな。行ってきます。
I love being able to relax in the plaza like this. You never seem to have trouble relaxing, even when we are not in the plaza. Well, it's healthy, right? Say, Recettear, you came from a finance company, right? What on earth? Yes, that is right. I work for Terme Finance. So you're employed by them, right? What's it like? No, that is not quite accurate. I was contracted to Terme through another organization. Thus, I am not really an employee per se, so she's a contractor, okay. So you're just contracted. I'm surprised. You seem so... It is not that surprising. Almost all fairies in human society belong to a fairy-specific contract agency. There are, of course, a few free agent fairies out there as well, and so that's how it works. Yes. To tell the truth, it can be difficult for fairies to find employment in human society, so the agencies were founded an age ago in order to facilitate fairy livelihoods. What the fuck? Are the fairies... That's amazing. Quite. Backstory, by the way. Okay, let's stock up. Holy cow, it's late. Today seemed to fly by today. Speaking of time, I plan on doing some mild schedule management for you from now on to ensure you're working in an effective manner to pay back the debt. Schedule management? Why? First, I have broken up the day into 4 time periods. Morning, afternoon, evening, and night. What you can do and how much you can do depends on the time of the day. Hey, yeah, the clock's been broken in 4 areas. Think of each part as a slice of time. A slice. Like a pie.
そうですね。
Indeed, I thought I would be able to keep your attention if I made it rather similar to a sort of sweet food. So there's a morning slice. The afternoon. I'm getting hungry. Anyway. Now, to explain in detail. Generally, you can only have act between morning and night. When night ends, you need to get to bed. Trying to run a shop while sleep deprived is unpleasant, so
わかった。
I'll say I'll close up when it gets late. So you essentially have 2 options for each slice. You can open the store for a time or go about town on business. You cannot do both at once, so you need to decide in advance what you need to do. To be clear, opening the shop will consume a slice. And returning to the store after going out, regardless of what you actually do, will also consume a slice. But what if I go to like the plaza, then the chapel? You can get around town easily enough to avoid consuming a slice with each move. How only when you return to the store will the clock advance. So in that case, I would do a lot when I leave the shop. Yes, that is a good attitude to take. Now,
ここ。
here's another vital element. Leaving town altogether. Visiting a dungeon will consume 2 slices no matter what.
そうなの？
It will. It takes that long. So if I go in the morning, I'll be back in the evening. That is precisely how it works. Thus, you can only leave for the dungeon at an early point in the day. If it is night, or you have done something else that evening, you cannot go. Because if I go, I'll get back real late, right? Exactly. Not only would you annoy your adventure companions with staying out so late, you would also be dead on your feet the next day after returning. Man, this is a lot to wrap my head around. You will get used to it, I'm sure. Before you know it, you will be thinking about it naturally. You think so? Well, it helps that you will always be able to see how much time a particular action will consume. Simply pay attention to the clock. That is everything. If you ever want to go over this again, simply ask me when we are in the shop. I will be glad to go over it as often as you need.
わかった。ただいま。
どうも。
何がいいかな？どれにしようかな？何を置こうかな？何がいいかな？どれにしようかな？
We have a lot of
何を
armor.
置こうかな？何を置こうかな？
Open the shop.
どうしようかな？開店するね。こんにちは。いくらにしようかな？ありがとうございま
Nice.
す。売れたよ。
A laundry pole.
いらっしゃいませ。いくらにしようかな？
Bro, you sold me this, man. I'm gonna sell it back really high for you, man. Can't you give it just a wee bit less for that?
いくらにしようかな？
Okay. Well, that seems fair
あり
enough.
がとうございました。売れたよ。どれにしようかな？何を置こうかな？何がいいかな？何を置こうかな？何を置こうかな？どうしようかな？
お店開けますね。
いらっしゃいませ。いくらにしようかな？ありがとうございました。
28. 128. Nice.
売れたよ。おやすみ。
おやすみなさい。
Yasumi.
まあ頑張りましたね。さあ仕事しますよ。
今日も頑張っていこう。
セーブします。
So let's go out.
行きます。
Oh, is it close? It looks like nobody's here. Okay. お姉さん、待って。You walk so fast. Wait up. That girl.
ディア
Here, is something wrong. いえ、なんでもない。You were looking at those Shimai. Hey, Tier. How do you think people see us? Do you think we look like sisters, Shimai? Given that I am a fairy, I rather doubt it. Oh, right. Still, if we did, I'll be kinda happy. Really? Why is that? Well, I'm bigger. I'd be the Onesan, right? Your logic, as always, is breathtaking in its faultiness. Yeah, I guess you would be the Onesan. But that'd be really nice too. Nee. Nee-san. Keep this nonsense up and then we'll leave you behind. Hey, chotto. Alright, what can we buy? Can we buy swords?
かな。何をこうかな。何をこうかな。何をこうかな。何をこうかな。何がいいかな。何がいいかな。何をこうかな。
はい、何ですか？
Oops.
Save します。
We got 4 days to make a lot of money, bro.
どうしようかな。回転するね。いらっしゃいませ。いくらにしようかな。いくらにしようかな。
When did you become that of a
ありがとうございます。レベルアップ。売れたよ。
level up?
いらっしゃいませ。いくらにしようかな。いくらにしようかな。ありがとうございました。売れたよ。こんにちは。いくらにしようかな。ありがとうございます。
Nice. This guy.
売れたよ。
Well then, you seem to have developed a basic understanding of how to sell things to people and not try them to burn the shop in anger. Yipperoni, easy as pie. Being a true great store owner involves more than selling things, however. There are times when people you will want to sell items to you too as well. Honto? I suspect we will begin to get such offers soon. But I already buy stuff from the guild and the market. So why should I worry about buying stuff from the customers? There is one major difference between a guild or market purchase and the purchase from an individual. Individuals do not have set prices. Sumari, you can haggle as you do when selling. Haggling down, that is. Oh, so I can get stuff really cheap. But that seems like it'll be pretty hard Fundamentally, buying and selling are not that different. The customer shows you an item they wish to sell, and then you set a price and perhaps negotiate. Obviously, you wish to pay less than the base price of the item. Okay, so buy low, sell dear, right? Just so. That is very core of a successful business. Now then, shall we practice? The fundamental procedure is the same as when selling. Kayo. Irashaimase. Would you buy this from me? Okay, need to name the price lower than the base. Think press down. Come on, me. You can do this. What should I set it to? I'm totally down with that, man. Try 20% down. Not bad, but I suspect most customers will be fine with going lower. Try lowering to a price perhaps 70 or less. Ooh. Not bad. I suspect most customers will be fine with going lower. Try lowering a price to 70 or less. Alright. Excellent. This is a good price level. Now then, let's practice handling over the price a little. The concept is essentially the same as selling something. Now that you have offered the price you believe to be fair, adjust your offer until they agree to sell to you. Okay. Let us begin then. Could you offer me a little more? I think it is worth a lot. Okay, I need to set a higher offering price. Yep, between 50 and 70% of the base is a good target. You will gain an item to sell without giving up too much money. And that is essentially how it goes. You seem to have a decent enough grasp of it. Well, let us put theory into practice again. I will sell you several items. If you buy them from me successfully, I believe you will be ready to proceed. Well, let us begin. Irashaimase. What would you be willing to pay for this for? Yep, an excellent price. My Dory. Anyway, yes. Well done. Let us do that once more. Irashaimase. A lot of people are willing to sell down to 50%. Well, that's your typical NPC bullshit in some video games anyway. Very, very good. You are ready. If you ever wish to practice again, simply ask. Okay. You sell him, selling to him. Go out. What is it? Recettear, is alcohol yummy? I only tried it once before myself. Really? Wow, you're so grown up here. I hated it. It stank of barrels. Barrels? Typically, most alcoholic beers are let to age in barrels, so the drink had a strong wooden smell, and it wasn't was not dissimilar to attempting to drink a tree. Okay, that doesn't sound yummy at all. To be honest, the popularity of the substance baffles me. It always sells well, so stocking it is always a good idea to make some money. But barrels. At night, the plaza is so quiet, it's almost scary.
そうですね。
So desu ne. It would be best to return home quickly. This is a dangerous time for a girl to be wandering about. A cute girl like me could end up in all kinds of peril. I don't recall saying it about you being cute. Oh dear, you don't have to be like that, dear. Well, don't sweat the small stuff. Come on, homeward. Ho! Hey, what are you kids doing out this late? Huh? Oh heaven, a hoodlum. A hoodlum's gonna steal my cuteness. Who is there? Show yourself. Calm down, you two. It's me. No need for alarm. Thank goodness. I was about to call a gendarme. What is a gendarme? What the fuck is that word? With an appearance like his, that's not unreasonable. Now, that's just cruel. Old man. Okay, let's go back.
疲れた。
お疲れ様でした。
お疲れ。
こんなものでしょうね。普通です。普通。おはようございます。
普通。
何を置こうかな。どれにしようかな。何を置こうかな。どれにしようかな。何を置こうかな。何がいいかな。
はい、何ですか？
Let's try going to the. Let's try to find. Let's go to the somewhere.
セーブします。
Let's go to the dungeon. I just want to see the dungeon.
行ってきます。
行ってきます。はあ。Konnichiwa. Are you okay, miss? You look kind of down. Oh, Recette. I'm tired for some reason. I wonder if I'm starting to get old and slow. If you're tired, it can help you to eat something sweet. Sugar stimulates your parasympathetic nervous system and energizes you. That sounds complicated. Tonikaku, you should go eat something sweet. Like, for example, ame or canned peaches from our store. We have a lot of sweet stuff to choose from. That does sound good. Maybe I'll go have some chocolate cake. Thanks for the advice, you two. A cake? Now I'm jealous. We don't have sweet stuff right now, do we? Why is candy almost as expensive as a fucking... like, candy's more expensive than a sword. It looks like nobody's here. Say, what's this place? This is the Adventurers Guild. The guild manages expeditions to various untamed wilderness areas or abandoned ruins near the city. The area is commonly referred to as dungeons. Without approval, adventurers cannot visit the dungeons.
そうなんだ。
Oh, nuts. So we can't just go into a dungeon and pick up everything we see. If we could do that, we could sell everything we get at 100% profit. It is still a very good idea. A great many people have made fortunes that way. If you wish to do so, however, we must first hire an adventurer. Hire, can I just pick anybody? The truth of the matter is a bit more complicated. Even if you pay them, a few adventurers are willing to risk their lives simply for the benefit of a complete stranger. Oh, so they turn away people they don't know very well. Indeed, you should first get to know a few adventurers and build up a certain level of trust with them. If it all goes well, they will give you a symbol of their guild membership. This usually takes the form of a card. With that in hand, we can bring an adventurer with us. So it's like they're inviting us to a dinner party. Well, dinner parties usually do not include blood-mad beasts, attempting to rip you limb from limb. But the analogy does work. Somewhat. Right, so first I need to meet an adventurer. Which for us should not be that difficult, yes? After all, we run an item shop, so we should get a few coming in as clients on a fairly regular basis. Oh yeah. Well then, I'll do my best to get a dinner invitation.
そうですね。
Indeed, just be careful that Recette is not on the menu. Huh? You didn't get it, bro. Is something wrong? Well, that guy over there.
だから何度も言ってるだろ。
If I can't work, I can't get money. And if I can't get the money, I can't get the items. And if I can't get the items, apparently I can't work. Heavens, if I had a few things, I could at least visit the Hall of Trials. I wonder what's going on. He seems to be a rookie adventurer complaining about his inability to complete the required guild tests. Tests? Well, the guild hardly allows anyone in off the street. You can only work officially for the guild after passing a test. An item shop owner is hardly the only job with challenges. I have an idea. What? I do believe we have found our first adventurer. Wait, what do you mean by, dear? Chotto, matte.
は
I burned what cash I had just getting to the
あ
city.
どうすっかな。
If I can't get into the guild, I don't know what I'll even do for dinner money. Now I'm hungry. Great.
ちょっといいですか？
Pardon me. A moment. You dare. Adventurer with the seedy look. Who are you calling seedy?
と
You two would be... We are a pair of merchants who happen to be passing by. Merchants? Oh, you heard me talking. Oh man, but I'm way too broke and seedy to buy anything. Believe me, I could tell by your seedy nature that you're attempting to sell. It would be a colossal waste of time. Come on, Tier, stop with the seedy already. He isn't a plant. So, are you two going to prune me or what here? Would you like it if we came with you to the Hall of Trials? If you require equipment or items, we can provide them. I'd call you a pair of angels then, but why? Business, naturally. We help you pass the trial, and you provide us with your card. Oh, I get it, We help Mr. Swordsman clear the dungeon, and then he gives us his card, a sign of our eternal friendship. Eternal friendship is rather irrelevant in this case, but it does work neatly for all of us. What say you? I see. You guys are pretty new at all of this too, huh? Our offer, Mr. Swordsman, yes or no? Kenshin-san.
Yes.
Alright then. Heck, I got nothing to lose. Well, aside from my precious life anyway. Yay, vacations! Glad to meet you too. I'm Recette. Nice to meet you. I am Tier.
あよろしくな。
Call me Louis. Louis the Swordsman. Good to meet you. Yes, yes. Now then, Sate. We will begin all the preparations for the dungeon visit, including a visit to the central market to pick up food and other restorative items. We will then return here for you when we are ready. Right, I'll be waiting here. cash, so good luck. I don't have items, so good luck with us. So this is the dungeon. Just so welcome to the jungle, as they say. You know, aren't we just going to hold Louis back here? I mean, I'm not a monster slayer. I'm scared. Kawaii. The two of us are perfectly safe. There's a protective field around the two of us. To the monsters, we may as well be invisible.
そうなの?
Sonnano? That's sugoi. So Louis is pretty safe too then. Not quite.
なんで?
Nande? While in the field, we do not need to worry about monsters. But this is accomplished by making us virtually intangible to everything inside this place. We can directly manipulate nothing. Wait, we can't collect things? Why are we here then? That's our adventurer. That's why our adventurer remains outside the field.
そうなんだ.
Oh, I see. So nanda. He'll pick stuff up for us. Should our adventurer be injured, we can place him in the field and retreat. Since we must carry him back, however, we can take very little else with us. One item at most. So if we run into trouble, we don't lose everything? But wait, I thought you said we can't. Yes, I will elaborate further if need be later. Naturally, we get out safely. We can bring as much as our bags will allow us to carry. Cool. Wait, as much as our bags will allow? Well, our bags are not bottomless. We will run out of space and it will be up to us to decide what to keep or discard. So the adventurer focuses on adventure, while we keep track of what loot we should keep. I guess that makes sense.
わかった.
KOD. Let's get it. Wakatta.
さて行きましょうか。
よし、行きましょう.
食らえ。こいつアイ
テム拾ったよ。大丈夫?
I'm not Daijobu. What the hell are you talking about?
罠です。
Wana.
大丈夫ですか?
Daijobu. Lubba luppa. Lubba luppa.
大丈夫ですか?
Daijobu.
アイテム拾ったよ.
Pick up an item. Not bad so far, but this is like the beginner dungeon. Nice. Daijobu. 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 Shotta. Oh, they respawn, so it's probably useless to try to kill everything here then. Okay. magic circle. Not yet. Dojobu. Picked up an item. Dojobu. Alright, let's go on next floor.
ちゃんとついてこいよ。
よし、行きましょう。大丈夫ですか？
Oh, that hurts. You fuck. Item. How many floors is this place?
大丈夫ですか？大丈夫です。アイテム拾ったよ。罠ですよ。
いい。
大丈夫ですか？
Dojobu. Level up. Alright, let's go next floor.
さて行きましょうか。
よし、行きましょう。
行きます。Dojobu.
罠です。
いい。
ちょっと。 大丈夫。
さて行きましょうか。
よし行きましょう。レベルが上がったよ。
レベルアップ。レベルアップ。What the hell? What was that? Damn bastards.
大丈夫？
大丈夫。
アイテム拾ったよ。
そうです。
大丈夫。
アイテム拾ったよ。大丈夫ですか？
Is that supposed to be like a cobalt or whatever? I have no idea what the fuck that is, man.
アイテム拾ったよ。レベルが上がったよ。アイテム拾ったよ。大丈夫ですか？大丈夫？大丈夫？大丈夫ですか？
Bastard. This is. Did I do it? I did, didn't I?
やったぜ。
I did it. I cleared the Hall of Trials. Oh, sweet mystery alive. Now you'll give me money.
やった
Way to go, Louis. Recettear. This is all thanks to you guys. This is all well and good, but there's a treasure chest just ahead. It behooves us to investigate thoroughly. Dear, you really do like going for the money, don't you?
そんなことありません。
What? I? Do not sprout such foolishness. There's no need to treat me like a flying ball of greed. Hey, hey, now. I love some treasures too. Don't worry, Tier. I feel you on this. Really, you two completely misunderstand me. So the contents of the chest. Huh, give me a second here. Hey. Wow, cards. So this is an Adventurers Guild card.
えーっと
Here, Reset, take one, like we promised. Huh? Oh, yeah, okay. Well, you did promise to give us your card eternally. We are not so crass as to demand your very first card. You really should think about who you want to give your first. No, I want this. Reset, I beg you, please take my very first card. I'd love to. Thanks, Louis.
あよろしくな
Awesome. I can't wait to adventure with you two some more.
まったく
Murder, really now. Wakai ne. The jokes. She got her V card. She got his V card. Hey, Tier, what's this thing that just showed up? Yes, that. That is commonly referred to as a goho. What am I? Door of return, I mean. I think she's making a reference to something, but I don't know. If you enter that door, you can return to town in an instant. This one has appeared because we cleared the dungeon. Normal exploration too. I believe they usually appear roughly every 5 levels or so.
でも
But wait, if we take this back to town when we're halfway in, don't we have to start all the way at the beginning again? Not at all. You can always head back to the floor that had the door on it. In fact, if you do not use the door, you do have to restart. So if we find a door, we should always use it?
そうですね
Almost always. If we need to rest or unload, then we should use the door. Remember though, returning home takes time. Furthermore, leaving ends the current contract with our companion, and we would have to rehire him or choose a new one. If there is something specific in the dungeon that you desire, you can simply ignore the doors and press onward. Alrighty then, I think we have to go home now though. Why so? Oh, just to be sure in the future. Please try to avoid referring to this as going home, right? Yes? Okay. I think there is a specific joke involved, but I have no idea what I think there's a specific joke, but I have no idea what they're referring to. All right. Back to the pub. Hey, okay, that's consistent. Hey, Nene, it's here.
なんでしょうか
And that is court. Why are adventurers in the pub so often? Do they like alcohol that much? Well, adventurers certainly do enjoy their liquid pleasure. But a pub like this also handles quests for adventurers. Therefore, many people here are looking for work. Isn't that kind of stuff handled by the Adventurers Guild? The guild does also handle some quests, but remember, you can only hire a guild adventurer officially if you possess the guild card of that person, assuming they have one at all. Therefore, places like this tend to offer a different kind of quest, more daily run-of-the-mill business, if you will. Guys do not pay as much as guild-sponsored ones, but this sort of place is also friendlier to rookies. However, it is likely no one will even attempt to do it. Look, the requests are posted up there on the wall. Let us have a look, shall we? Let's see. Please find my lost kitty. Can I hire someone to stand in the ticket line for me? Please kill 10 crows around the garbage dump. Green item offered. Can you, hot studs, be my... wow, there's quite a variety. Well, it's true that... Oh, my eye... Wait, I'll be right back. Wait, oh, fuck. Accidentally scratched it. Oh, fuck. Ah. While it's true that they are often used as glorified handyman, in a way, this sort of thing is a sign of how much adventurers have blended into daily life in the city. That's true. Hey, actually, we should do this quest. I mean, I'd love to help someone find their kitty. No, I'm afraid we cannot. Well, anyone can post requests. Only those registered with the Adventurers Guild can legally take on such requests. So I'm afraid we cannot do anything listed here.
そうなんだ。
Oh, that's a bummer. It looks like nobody's here. Oh, we have to have 10,000 pigs, so we're gonna focus on saving. Speaking of saving, I am going to end it today. I'm gonna end today's stream. We're gonna continue again tomorrow. Right. Anyway, I hope you guys are watching, and I'll see you